I'm supposed to have marketing advice because y'all have been asking for it. I wish I had enough time in the day to coffee chat with all you guys that have messaged me. Y'all are so sweet. I just figured making this video would be easier because it could reach more people. I'm gonna split this up into two parts. So part one would be more about internships and for college, and then part two will be more about post-grad. I thought it'd be good to give a little background. Here's a snapshot of my LinkedIn if you want to go peep, because there's a lot on there. But I think the two internships I wanted to highlight that really helped me in my career were the two I had last summer and the summer before. So the summer after my sophomore year of college, I did an internship with Savage X Fenty in growth marketing, and then the summer after my junior year of college, I did a paid media internship at Victoria's Secret. The first one was in person in LA or El Segundo, and then the second one was actually remote, so I was able to do school full-time so that I could graduate a little bit earlier. First thing that I would do if I were in your spot, get a piece of paper out or get your notes app out or whatever and make a list of all the dream companies that you would want to intern at. And then go to each of their sites and see if they have a page that's specifically for internships. Like I know for the NBA, for the Warriors specifically, like I remember this, they had on their site like internships are out like first week of February. So what I did was I set a timeline, or I set a reminder in my calendar that these applications are out. So basically what I'm trying to say is, like, with your dream companies that you would want to intern at, find the timelines online for when they are going to release their applications, and then make sure to not forget that, because timelines are going to be tight. Like you have 1 week to apply versus other ones are on a rolling basis, and then some other ones are like you have like 3 months to apply. And the last thing you want to do is procrastinate on these, because with school and everything else that you might have going on, like applying to internships is not easy. It takes a lot of work. Like yes, you have your resume, which you do have to tailor every single time that you apply if you're applying like some different roles, and then writing cover letters on top of that. And then if you do get to the interview stage, prepping for those is a lot of work. So making sure that you dedicate time just to applying to internships, I think, is very crucial, because some people underestimate it and it does take up a lot of time. This is kind of like a Notion tracker of what I had for applying to jobs post-grad, but I wish I did this during my internship hunt as well, because it would have been so much easier. It would help me track to see, like, have I heard back from them? Do I need a follow-up? Another thing I would do is that if you are a college student, like, go to your career resources center on campus. For mine, I went so many times to get my resume checked. Obviously every recruiter, every person is going to give you a little bit of different advice. So at the end of the day, like, it's up to you to take what you want to actually apply, and then the rest throw it out the door. If you do want a separate video, like, just on resume, because there's so much nitty-gritty details that really matter on your resume, let me know, comment down below, and I'll make a whole video just dedicated to resumes, because that is like your first impression. If you can't get your resume passed, like, you're not moving on to the next stage of an internship, unfortunately. The next thing that I would do if I was in your spot was to make a LinkedIn, set it up so it looks professional, you know, like have a professional headshot. I personally got mine done through like our Women in Business club on campus, and fill out your LinkedIn with like all your past experience. Make sure in your header to kind of like indicate maybe what you're interested in, something you've done in the past, because again, everything is about first impressions. I saw this stat one time where it said recruiters only look at your resume for like 7 seconds, which I was like, damn, because I know it took me like over 2 hours to make this resume. So just making sure that you make the best first impression is how you're gonna set yourself up for success. I know when I was first starting out with my LinkedIn, I was like, how do I even do this? So one thing I did was I would look at people who like had a pretty good profile and got inspo for them for like how I wanted to set mine up. Obviously don't copy anyone else's, but like find a way to put your personality in there. Like, here is my current bio right now. It's obviously not very typical. I feel like it helps me stand out in a way. It shows my personality. So some people will say to keep your LinkedIn like very professional. I, on the other hand, because like I am in marketing and, you know, it's a little bit more creative, like I wanted to take that risk and make my profile a little bit different. So that's what I personally did. Feel free to do whatever you'd like, but once you do have your LinkedIn and you feel like you're pretty confident with your profile, what I would say is go connect with recruiters at those dream companies that you have, because most of the time, like, they're gonna post about when the internships will be open. Thing I also did was on TikTok, like I would follow some creators who would post about specific like marketing opportunities, so that in case I missed it on LinkedIn, like they would be bringing it to my attention on TikTok, so like there was no way I would miss it. Part 2 is gonna be about other ways to gain experiences, because I know it is so tough to get that first internship, because everyone will say, oh, you need to have like a prior experience. But how can you land that first experience if you like no one is giving you an opportunity or a chance? I've been there. I know how frustrating it feels. So this is what I did. So the first thing I did was doing a lot of campus ambassador programs. So I was campus ambassador for Victoria's Secret Pink, Doritos, Clinique, Kodiak Cakes, Princess Polly, some other more that I can't remember. And all these roles, like, they really helped me in so many different ways. One was like managing a team, time management, event planning, what else? There's like social media, content creation. And these were like opportunities that I was able to speak to in my interviews when, you know, they'll ask the question like, tell me about a time when you had a conflict and you had to solve it. A lot of the questions that I answered were from these experiences. Number 2 would be to get jobs on campus. So no matter how small it is, whether it's like running a social media for like the little coffee shop on your campus or running the social media for like your gym on campus, like that is still experience. Like everybody starts from somewhere. Like my first job in the marketing space was as a social media assistant at my school's rec center, a gym. And so starting somewhere will give you that leg up to get that experience to move upward. So like find those opportunities on campus, no matter how small it is, and in your resume talk about that impact that you had at whatever role you were doing. And another thing I would say that really is important, oh my god, this might not have been in focus this whole time, so embarrassing. Okay, another thing I would say that's really important is like relevant side projects. So for me, being a content creator was kind of like my side project, so that allowed me to show that I have experience in the marketing side from another field, which was like, you know, content creating, working with brands. There's a whole lot of stuff that goes with that, and especially in the marketing space, like you need a portfolio. So whether you're trying to be a social media manager, have a portfolio that shows like past accounts you've managed, the growth you've had, maybe posts you've made, just having a portfolio where you can show your work. Because on a resume, like, yes, there's numbers and words, but in the marketing space, it's very creative, it's very visual. So having a portfolio can really help you for that. That was the end of my yap session about kind of like internships and finding opportunities in college. And then the next video I'm gonna make is for like post-grad. But I hope this was helpful. Let me know if there's anything else y'all want me to yap about, because I could go on for days talking about this stuff. I was literally in your shoes maybe like 1 or 2 years ago if you are a college student right now, and I know it's tough. There's like thousands and thousands of people who apply for the same position. Like at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. Like don't give up. I had applied to maybe like 50 plus internships, and then now post-grad applied to like 150 plus jobs. So it's like, it's all a numbers game at the end of the day. Yes, those rejection emails are so annoying, but just know that rejection is redirection. Everything happens for a reason. I'll have part 2 coming out soon if you're a post-grad and you want more advice on that. But good luck.